Excellent. Okay, I'm all fired up.
Excellent.
I'm all
Okay,
fired up. What's up?
I'm all fired up.
What
Also,
is
there
that?
sounds like someone's driving by.
That is a car. Yeah, I live on. You know the interstate. I live under it.
No, I've never heard of it.
What?
I've only ever been in one state.
They still have the. Okay.
I've never been.
I'm gonna
Wait,
close
what
the.
is it? It's a highway.
It's a state highway.
Interstate-
If it starts and
interstate-
ends in the same state, then it's a state highway.
Interstate is between states.
Yeah. However,
Yeah.
they are often the same road, and it changes depending on like who's in charge of it. Like if the federal government is responsible for maintaining it, then it's an interstate, and then the stretch that the state takes care of is a highway, and then it could become like a local road, arterial road, a collector road, which are this responsibility of the county or the municipality. Hey, I'm an urban planner. Did you know that?
What? Never heard
This
of
is
that.
my real job where I look at pictures of roads and I'm like, arterial. like somebody hands me like a piece of paper with a picture of a road from Google Street View and I sniff it and I'm like, it's a collector street.
Yes. Oh, I do have to tell you about this thing really quick.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna shut the window.
Is it warm enough there to have your window open?
It was like actually really hot earlier today, but it's definitely cold now. Okay. What's going on?
I hate that. Okay, so I need you to see. I don't know if
This is the least effective way to send me an image possible.
Wait, but it's
anyone
funny.
listening, Annie is
And I want
pointing
you
her
to
phone
see-
at the camera. All right. It
I
says,
am a 50-year-old woman.
Mamma Mia, should nuns be allowed to vibe? Okay. Is this a headline?
They're communion wafers that are infused.
Communion waifus?
Wafers
Oh,
with like a THC.
I see. How do you feel about
I just-
communion? How do you feel about communion waifus?
Waifus? I'm sure there are many of them.
You think there's a lot of like communion waifus who like you consume to consume the body of Christ?
I don't think we can get into that kink right now.
Okay. Hey everyone, this is Nirav, and I'm on Animal Genius World, a podcast where Annie won't let me talk about anime. Even though
As it
Annie,
should be!
yeah, actually, Annie, I should expose that you were the president of the anime club publicly for
Okay.
everybody.
Okay, well, one. I was only the president of the anime club because I was forced to be.
Okay.
Because nobody else wanted to be.
That's true. Wait, before we keep talking about anime, I should tell people what the show is so they don't stop listening.
Oh,
Okay.
sorry, yes, continue.
This is Animal Genius World. This is a podcast by animals for animals, where every week we pick a different animal from our beautiful planet and we learn all about it in a scientifically fun and casual way. I am your grazing host, Nirav, I guess. Couldn't
And
think of
I'm the
anything better.
host you can use every part of.
Ah, shit. That's so much better than mine. I'm sitting here eating grass. That
I mean,
sucks.
you are a vegetarian, so.
That's true. That's why I eat all that grass.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, no, we're talking about the buffalo today, or the American bison, and we'll dissect that in a minute. So I also, Annie, I remember going to one of your anime club things and showing up, and there were 40 boys in the room, and then you.
And I was the lord of all of the weird,
Yeah, you sort of-
socially awkward boys. I know, I made them all sit through a sexual harassment class before we went to our first convention
Wow.
about like how to not sexually harass people who are in cosplay.
You would think it would be really easy to not do that, but it seems to be difficult for
think.
some people.
It is, and I did make them all sit through it, and I don't think any of them liked it, but too bad.
Did anyone do anything bad at the convention?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay. I'll call that a win.
Yay!
Yeah, here's the thing. Don't touch people. If you don't do that, you're pretty much good.
And also, you really shouldn't take pictures of people without their consent, but I
Yeah.
understand, like, being a little socially awkward and not wanting to go up and talk to people. But, like, don't post their picture online, I guess, without
Yeah.
their consent.
It's definitely a thing that you, I think, just learn by going to a convention. You see what everyone else is doing, and you're like, oh, okay,
Yeah, cosplay is not consent.
That's true. Especially when I am dressed in one of my famous cosplays. I have many disguises.
Uh-huh. Are you going to name some of them?
Yeah, I'll post a picture of a bunch of them in a grid. um, I
just remember you doing what's his name, Solid Snake.
I definitely didn't do Solid Snake.
Oh wait, shit, that was John.
Who?
Sorry, I forgot. He did Solid Snake once at ProCon, and he literally just brought a box and just walked around.
Hit around
the
in
box.
it. That's pretty good.
Yeah. No, I remember you did the BB-8.
Oh yeah, I mean, I did do that one time, but I've had a lot of fun disguises. I wasn't BB-8. I was fucking Oscar Isaac, and I had BB-8 with me.
I couldn't remember his name.
His name's Oscar Isaac, which is why I said that and not the character's name. But like, I did Dr. Eggman, which was great. I did the Jim Carrey one with the shaved head and everything was great, and then I did Jafar from Aladdin.
Classic.
And
because you could shave your beard in like that.
Yeah, I did it. I kind of like did. It's funny enough. Like, I actually look a lot like the guy who played him in the live action movie. Like,
I'm gonna look this up.
Yeah, so he kind of has like a similar style going. But
didn't you also do the game maker?
Yeah. Okay. Seneca Crane from the Hunger Games with the crazy beard. Yeah. And shout out to my friend Amelia for styling that beard for me and everything. That was crazy. Okay, let's talk about animals.
Yes.
This week, the animal whose bones we built our nation on, the buffalo.
Yep.
So let's start off with some animal encounters. Do you have anything cool this week?
So I feel bad because I feel like I've talked about this before, and I'm so sorry if I had. But there's this one bird at my work, because I work with lab animals. It's a budgie or a parakeet. He is like the escape artist of the century.
Mm-hmm.
And my rivalry with this bird, man, not he.
This bird woman.
This bird woman, is just so so anyway, I was changing their cage, and you have to transfer them from one cage to the other, obviously. And one of them the escape artist got out, and it took me 40 minutes to get this bird back in the cage. And I kept, like, the way that you catch them is you like turn all the lights off, and then you like have a flashlight and you like find them, and then you go in total darkness and you just grab them.
Oh.
Because they can't see you. But she really likes to bite, which is not fun. But I would like grab her and she'd go, meh! And then just like
a sheep would do,
get away from me. And anyway, she's in her cage now, and I'm very mad at her. But it was a very long time of having to catch this bird.
That's actually way more exciting than anything I've done.
Well, what's your animal encounter?
Well, I don't work at an animal place, so
that's true.
I encounter them sparsely. Mostly when I see an animal, it's because there's a bug I see like on the side of the road or something, or like a bird.
Bugs on the side of the road are cool.
Some of them are cool. Not these ones though.
Uh-oh.
Let me see. I was trying to think of something today, because I mostly encounter other dogs while like taking my dog out.
Mm-hmm.
That would be the main animal encounters. But let me think. I feel like I should. I was like thinking about this yesterday, and I was like, have I seen an animal ever? And
yeah. Should we like broaden it that animal encounters can also be like annoying people? Because then I have a lot of stories.
Great. You know what? Let me think. But let's come back to it. I'll come up with one by the end. Let's do that. We'll come back.
How long did you have to think of this? I'm looking at my.
You're looking at your wrist. Yeah, I want everyone to know that you're not wearing a watch and you're looking at this. I
am actually wearing a watch, but it's on this wrist.
Oh my god.
I'm looking at the wrong wrist. I also wear my watch facing the inside because I'm cool.
Yeah, I like that you have is that a hairband with it there?
Yeah, it is.
Double layered.
With my Casio. I love my Casio.
You have a Casio?
Anyway. Okay. Yes, I love my Casio.
We're talking about the bison / buffalo. Yes. I will do an explanation of that difference in a minute here, but let's do our alien TED talk first. Annie, you're gonna. I'm an alien. And I'm pointing at a buffalo, and I'm like, what is this? There's a big question mark above my head.
Okay. I click on you to accept the quest, and so
Okay,
they're basically like a very large cow, but brown and fuzzy, but only fuzzy on the front part and not on the back part. Yes, exactly. And they have horns and
Yes, no, mate.
no, not that. Horns.
Yes,
Yes, horns. No,
I'm
okay.
hoping somebody will
And
like play like what I'm saying backwards, and there'll be a message like the
it
devil,
turns into
is
something.
real or something like that.
God has left.
You know what? I can do that. I'm gonna play it right here. Okay. We can't react to it because we haven't heard it yet, but
True.
we'll let
Oh
you
my
guys take a
God, that
listen.
was so good.
Oh right,
Nirav.
yeah.
But yes, they're basically, yeah, big brown. They're huge, bigger than cow.
Okay.
Brown, fuzzy. Yes. Big head.
It's up.
Little butt.
The alien then gives you a thumbs up, and you see 5 gold coins fall to the ground.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so I think everyone probably knows roughly what a buffalo is, but there is some confusion about the word buffalo versus bison, and especially if you are in North America, there is a reason for that. So, the buffalo and the bison are not technically the same animal, except they also are. So first, here's the difference. The thing that, if you are in North America and you speak American English in either the US or Canada, the thing that you call a buffalo is more correctly called an American bison.
Mm-hmm.
But in American English, the word buffalo also means American bison specifically.
Yes.
So the word buffalo in like a broader context also means another animal, which is called a bubalina. A very funny name. Bubalina. It's like, I didn't say that out loud before. Maybe it's Bubalina.
That like Bubalina sounds
It's
like
like
the name of an
Thumbelina.
anime character.
It's like Thumbelina with giant
But
tits.
giant boobs.
This is stupid. I'm like, we
I
fucking
bet
15.
you it's Bubalina.
It's probably Bubalina. So Bubalina is only distantly related to the bison. So that the Bubalina has had to change its name to True Buffalo, Shin Buffalo. I don't know if are a lot of anime people going to be listening to this. That I feel like
I don't know.
I feel like a lot of our jokes are oriented towards that.
Well,
Yeah, Shin Megami Buffalo. So the category of a true buffalo is basically 3 animals that are called the African buffalo, the Anoa, and the water buffalo. So all those things are like quote unquote true buffalo. Then these animals are, in sub-Saharan Africa, South Asia, and Southeast Asia. And so the American bison and European bison are cousins of each other, and they're not part of the Bubalina subtribe. So they also are buffalo. So that's a very long way to basically say the animal we're mostly talking about today is the American bison, more specifically.
Buffalo.
Yeah. So did you put that in the notes anywhere? Because I remembered it.
I didn't, but that's...
Let me pull it up later because we need to talk about it because I don't understand it. I don't understand.
Oh, I do.
Oh, you
I
do?
could explain
Great.
it too.
Yeah, we'll talk about it later.
I do want to say I did see a thing during my research that described it well, that like buffalo is more of like a cultural term, while like bison is the scientific term. Because like the Native American cultures still call them buffalo, and that's what they've always called them.
Yeah, buffalo is like I guess like a colloquial term.
Yeah.
Although, yeah, I think I think my whole life I've pretty much heard them interchangeably, honestly. So, all right. Well, Annie, take us away with appearance. What it look like?
What it look like? So I'm gonna kind of zone in on the North American bison, not the European bison, but we'll mention them a little bit.
American bison.
There's 2 types, the wood bison and the plains bison. Wood bison's natural habitat is mostly just around the northwest, while the plains buffalo are in the plains and are much more prevalent. And if you think of an American buffalo, it's probably a plains buffalo. Um, oh my gosh.
What?
Sorry. Um, it's hard to distinguish between the two. The differences are pretty subtle, and they also have interbred with each other, so it's kind of hard to distinguish them sometimes. Uh, in general, the American buffalo, according to the Smithsonian Institute, is the largest terrestrial animal in North America. They are categorized by a hump over the front shoulders and slimmer hindquarters. Both male and female bison have a single set of short,
Yep.
sharply
Wait, were you
pointed.
speaking backwards? Short, short,
Short,
short.
short, short. Both male and female bison have a single set of short, sharply pointed, hollow horns that curve outward and up from the sides of its massive head. The head, neck, forelegs, and front parts of the body have a thick coat of long, dark hair. The adult bull, which is the male, adds to this thick coat with a black beard about 1 foot long, which is pretty impressive. I bet you couldn't do that.
Wow.
The the rear
Bubalina
part
could
of
never.
Bubalina could never. Um, the rear part of the body is covered with much shorter hair, so it kind of looks like they're wearing a sweater, which is nice. The shaggy head is the most heavily insulated part of their body, and which has adapted as such to withstand blizzards as the animal stands facing the wind. Heavy coats are shed in the spring where they roll around and their fur falls off in globs. A mature male bison, also known as a bull, can reach 5.5 to 6.5 feet high, which is 1.9 meters. The highest point of them is their hump, so that is what they go by. And they are
Mhm.
9 to 12.5 feet or 2.7 to 3.8 meters in length. Females are normally smaller, and they are called cows, and they are usually 7 to 10 feet in length, which is 2.2 to 3.2 meters, and 5 feet high at the hump, which is 1.5 meters. They can weigh anywhere between 1,800 to 2,400 pounds,
That's a
which
big meatball.
is a big meatball. It's the biggest
Mhm.
meatball, which is about,
So when they say terrestrial, it's the largest terrestrial animal in North America. You said, right?
yeah.
Okay, so like not that's like discounting my friend the elephant, of course, and like a hippo probably.
Yes, although those are not
Yeah,
in North America, but
that's
yes.
what I mean. Like, yeah,
Oh,
they're
I
not.
see. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay.
And then I just want to say, what is the difference between the wood bison and the plains bison? I'm so glad you asked,
What
Nirav.
is the? What is
So,
it?
so wood bison are usually bigger and heavier. They're taller and they have a squared off hump instead of a rounded hump. They're darker in color. Their cape, which is that fuzzy part, it does not form a distinct boundary behind their shoulders, while the plains bison, as I said, it looks like they're wearing a little sweater or cape. Um, the wood bison kind of have like emo hair, like the hair just falls over their face,
Oh, that's pretty good.
while the plains bison has a little frizzy hair on the top of its head. And plains bison have long hair on their legs, and a large rounded beard. Wood bison has little to no hair on its legs, and it has a smaller, more pointed beard.
Is pointed beard much like Jafar?
I was thinking that, but I
Mhm.
was not going to say
Right. It would have been racist if you said it.
it. All
So,
right.
like, okay, let's learn about what buffalo mean. What that name mean?
Yes.
Etymology, where name come from.
Yes.
So, the name bison has been around forever. First, it was used by the ancient Greek authors Pausanias and Oppian in the 2nd century to write about these creatures. And then when the Romans came in, they were like, "I'll take that word, thank you," and that was adopted into Latin. Which, I mean, that's not surprising. I think they did that with all Greek things. They were like, "What if that was worse?"
Mostly.
Um, and then it also made its way to Germanic languages as Weisen, very similar kind of cognate word.
Hmm.
So, naturalist and international spy Charles Hamilton Smith, which is
Nice.
crazy.
It is.
This guy was actually like a nature writer, but also an international spy. Um,
Man, if only, if only.
if only. Charles Hamilton Smith, look him up. He officially stamped bison as the genus of this creature in 1827, and then the English use of the word bison to describe this creature only began in like 1774, so pretty recent
The
there.
time of America.
Yeah, the bison was born along with America. How about that?
Well, yeah, not quite, but very close.
It was 2 years before.
Yeah.
You
The
think you
bite,
think
the
you think we
word,
weren't already cooking 2 years before that? We were signing papers, doing
the
meetings in
word
Philadelphia.
bison is older than the United States, as are
Wow,
much things, to be fair.
most things. So in 1616, a French explorer and the founder of New France, whose name is Samuel de Champlain, which you probably have heard about from school. I'm sure the name is at least familiar, even if you don't remember
Lake
what he did.
Champlain.
Yep. He used the French term buffle to describe the bison after seeing their skins and a drawing from the. Now, I'm going to say this tribe wrong. It looks like Nipissing First Nation. The
Mm-hmm.
Nipissing tribe?
Nipissing? Yeah.
Nipissing? Sorry, I just remembered a thing in 30 Rock where Tina Fey's looking at this guy's name's like, I'm so sorry, Dr. Weinerslav. It's pronounced Wienerslave.
No! It should not be.
Okay, so the word buffle was an existing French word that was used to describe basically any creatures that were bovine-like but not cows. So they used it for like antelopes, gazelles, and wild ox. And the word
Hmm.
buffle itself came from the Latin buffalus, which the Romans used for the same thing. So essentially, it's just kind of a big mess of like, that's kind of like a cow, so that's buffle.
Hmm.
There it is. Um,
Yes.
so let's talk about taxonomy, Annie. How categorize?
All right. So they are. Sorry, I just lost track of
They
what I
are,
was going to
indeed.
say. Okay. So their kingdom is Animalia. So they are animals. They are phylum Chordata. They have bones. They're class Mammalia. They give live birth and feed their young milk and have fur. Um, Order is Artiodactyla,
Sorry, you
which
saying
is
Aerodactyl? Artiodactyla.
Artiodactylia.
Dactyl, I
Yes.
think, is about fingers, right? Dactyl means finger.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that means that they are ungulates, which means they have hooves, which bear weight equally on two of their five toes. And usually the other three toes are absent vestigial or pointing posteriorly. Like horses, they're actually like on two of their toes. Um, their family is Bovidae. It's the largest
Hmm.
biological family of cloven-hoofed ruminant mammals that includes cattle, bison, buffalo, antelopes, and goat antelopes, such as sheep and goats, which I didn't realize that sheep were considered goat antelopes, but that's cool.
Yeah, goat. You know, the legendary goatalope.
And then that's further broken into the subfamily, which is Bovinae. They comprise of a diverse group of 10 genera of medium to large-sized ungulates, including cattle, bison, American buffalo, water buffalo, and the four-horned and spiral-horned antelopes. Members of these groups are classified into loose tribes rather than formal subgroups, as the evolutionary relationships are still a little uncertain, which I'll kind of get into later, but it's not all. We haven't like cracked the code
Yeah,
on the
again,
bison.
and I think we can't stress this enough. Like, all this taxonomy stuff is like so subject to change, and it's like never like as like hard coded as I think it sounds like it is.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Um,
yeah, go on.
and these guys usually had hooves, as I said, and at least one of the sexes has true horns.
Shin Megami Horn. Stupid.
um, then they are broken down into their genus, which is bison, and it's in between the American bison and the European bison.
Hmm.
And then the species for the American bison, which was originally called Bos bison by Linnaeus, our good friend Linnaeus,
Oh,
for its
that's
likeness
our
to
guy.
cattle.
Okay.
So they were basically just like, this looks like a cow, as you said. Um, and then the wood, it's broken into the wood bison and the plains bison. I
Hmm.
love the plains bison because its name is literally bison, bison, bison.
Yeah, it's BB Bison.
BB Bison.
Yeah, and
That'd
then
be a cool author name.
BB Bison. You know,
BB Bison.
one of the ones you forgot in the subspecies here was M Bison
Yes.
from Street Fighter.
Mm-hmm.
That was a joke.
I know. I've learned that if I don't react to it, sometimes it goes away.
Oh. Bouffalant. Ah.
I don't know why it scares me every single time.
I use
Okay, I
that
have
as
to
sort
look
of
them
I used it as sort of an escape hatch because my joke was bombing.
up. Quick, distract them with
Yeah.
Pokemon.
Okay, so Bouffalant. Let's talk about him real quick. Bouffalant is based on the American bison, of course. However, interestingly, the horns are from the African buffalo, so a little fusion there. The fur on its head is an afro inspired by the actual shaggy big hair of bisons.
Mm-hmm.
So the rings on its horn are interestingly the nose rings that are put on calves, which are called wieners. That is real.
But it's spelled differently, right?
It's spelled
It's like
Weaners.
wonderful.
Because so they prohibit the calf from drinking from the mom's udder, so it forces them to wean as they grow older, right? Like wean off of their mom's milk.
I don't think that I realized that that was what they were for.
Yeah. They have a double use of also being hooked onto poles and stuff for more aggressive males and stuff like that. So if there's larger males that you're leading somewhere and you don't want them to get loose and spear something, they'll put them on a pole and attach it to the wiener, which is not. Never mind. So the
But
name,
this wiener, they both have. Both genders have.
yes. The name, this is Obama's America.
The two genders, wiener and wiener.
The name comes from buffalo and bouffant, which is the very poofy hairstyle that inspired its hairstyle. Do you know what a bouffant is?
Isn't it like the I'm trying to think of a character who has it.
Yeah,
It's
that's
like
a
kind
good
of
question.
the Elvis like
Not
big.
quite. Like it's definitely from that same time period. But like
It's like
um,
big, large.
I'm
It's
looking for
tall.
characters that have a bouffant hairstyle. Um,
Bulbous Bouffant
okay, Betty Draper from Mad
Macadamia.
Men, Samantha Stevens from Bewitched. That's
Oh, maybe
good.
I'm thinking of the wrong thing. Is Bouffant like a oh, I was
It's
thinking
crazy.
of well, I was thinking of the thing like where it's kind of like a whoop and then it
I don't know what you're doing right now. Um,
it's like what Elvis had. Okay,
I think
Bouffant.
Elvis's hair was called a pompadour. Was that his?
Pompadour, that's what I'm thinking of.
Right.
So
So,
maybe I don't know what a bouffant is.
the afro on the Bouffalant can absorb damage, so it can do big headbutts. And in fact, one single Bouffalant can derail a train. So if you need to rob a train, that's a good way to do it.
Mm.
Um, also, Bouffalant with more hair have higher positions in the herd hierarchy, and the bald ones are at the bottom of the totem pole,
Oh
which
no.
sucks.
I'm higher on the totem pole.
That's true, yeah. And oh, this is also interesting. If they betray the herd and are exiled from it, their hair falls out.
It's probably the stress.
That's what happened to me.
I also remember that this was the like that the Bouffalant, that's how you
Yeah.
say it,
Hmm.
was like the North American exclusive Pokemon on Pokemon Go.
Oh, was it? That makes sense
Yeah.
because that's our guy.
Yeah, it is our guy. So I was like, "Oh, yay, another Bouffalant."
Okay, so let's talk about the evolution of this creature. How did we get to it, Annie? How we
All
get here?
right. So, according to the San Diego Zoo Wildlife Alliance Library, which is where I got most of this information from, so the even-toed hoofed animals, which is their order, which is the Artiodactyla, trace back their ancestry to at least 45 million years ago, which is the Eocene. How, I
What,
feel like I'm
the
failing.
echo? Did you say the echo
Echo.
scene?
I said Ecocene.
I think it's Eocene.
Eocene. There is no C.
Yeah.
Um, So the
Echo,
bison.
Echo Scene sounds like a Midwest emo band from like 2008.
I have like my ability
But
to
it would be
read.
spelled Ecoseen. That's how
Yes.
they would spell it.
Yes.
I'm gonna add it
My
to my
ability
band
to
names.
read is so bad. I feel like I've actually like am now dyslexic when I
Deteriorated.
was not before. Oh
But
no. Um
as you
so
betray the herd, your reading ability falls away. Mhm.
definitely. So the bison diverged from cattle a few million years ago. The phylogenies
I think
are,
phylogenies.
thank you, are poorly understood due to a lot of genetic variation within the species. So like I said before, we don't like have the genetic line locked down.
Yeah, did
So a
you
lot
do
of this is
in-text
kind of
citation for all of your notes here?
maybe. Um
That was from Buncher et al. 2002, by the way.
yes. The bison genus first appeared in southern Asia around 2 million years ago, according to McDonald 1981.
Right. From
Um,
burgers.
yes. In 1981, McDonald's put out the study. No.
Well, okay,
Um,
we actually might talk about the Buffalo Burger movement that was started. Not it was before the 80s, but
I don't think I know about this, so
okay,
I would
we'll
be
talk about that at
interested.
the end
Okay.
part though.
Um, there's the bison priscuswas, which is the scientific name. Um,
Priscuswas, yeah, I guess so.
it's the ancestor at least some North American bison. This species flourished in North Eurasia and Alaska and may have been the dominant hoofed animal there, according to Guthrie 1970. Bison immigrated to North America several times in the Pleistocene epoch.
Is it the Pleistocene? Yeah, the Pleistocene
Pleistocene.
epic.
Thank you. During times of low sea levels when exposed land connected North America to Asia, which, as we know, is also kind of how humans came over here, or what we believe, anyway. Um, the first appearance of B. antiquus in North America was around 250,000 years ago. And that may be the line that led to the modern American Plains bison.
I thought of a great T-shirt idea quickly. It's like it would say like B. latifrons, B. antiquusline, B. bison, but it's like B
Bee
E.
bison. It's like be
It's like
kind,
yeah, like
but
B.
bee
It's like
bee bison.
yeah, just but like it would be all these like different like names, and then but it'd be like going down the shirt on the side, and it would be
Mhm.
like B would be bolded, and then it's like
Mhm.
yeah, I'm already working on T-shirt designs.
All right, I'll get it done by tomorrow.
Wow, I didn't ask you to do that, but thanks.
All bison nearly became extinct in North America at the end of the
What?
Pleistocene. I'm afraid to say words now because I keep saying them wrong.
Okay, whenever you see a word you don't know, just stop, and then I'll do an imitation of you saying it, and then you
Okay.
keep going.
All bison nearly became extinct in North America at the end of the
Pleistocene.
when much of the other megafauna did become extinct. While nuclear DNA indicates that the two living bison species, which the European and the American, are each other's closest living relatives, the mitochondrial DNA of European bison is more closely related to that of domestic cattle. And if you'd like to, we can also go into the differences between European and American bison if you are so interested.
I'm not.
All right, moving on. European bison, I think, look less cool,
I actually
but
agree.
that's probably bias.
I will say I like how the water buffalo looks, which is another like cousin
I
of
do
theirs.
like water, but they're the
But like
true buffalo.
true buffalo. But yeah, I think the European bison is just overall like a lot less exciting. The American bison looks strong.
Hmm.
I've always thought that like the bison should be like our national animal, like not the bald eagle, because like
It is it's our national mammal, I
yeah,
think.
which is like look, eagles are like notoriously stupid. They have the smallest brain of all birds, which maybe is
And they sound really stupid.
yeah,
They do not
which
sound. how we say
Look,
to say
in
they do.
retrospect, maybe a good representation of what we've done here. But
Oh, 100%. But like I do think it's really cool. So the European bison were browsers, so they more are taking from like leaves of trees and bushes and stuff. So therefore their head is like physically higher on their body. And they
okay.
are a nose forward, while American bisons are grazers, so their heads are facing down.
Okay.
They're eating the grass. Um, and their nose is a little further back. And then also just a random fact that I think is cool. European bison have 14 pairs of ribs and 15.
Sorry, the whole second thing you said was blocked. You said they have 14 ribs and what?
The European bison has 14 pairs of ribs, and the American bison has 15 pairs of ribs.
That is fascinating. I'm glad I stopped to figure that out. All right. Look, let's talk about ecology. How act with where it is.
How act?
How act. So the American bison lives in a river valley. I don't know why I said it like that. It's like there's only one, and it lives in the river valley.
It lives in the shoot. What is it? The car and the shoot.
What? What are you saying?
I don't know. They live in a thing at the bottom of the river. It's
all right.
It's like an SNL sketch. Sorry.
Okay.
The van at the anyway.
Right into the show if you remember what it is. American bison live in river valleys usually and prairies and plains. So usually they like to have open grasslands with a lot of space. Sometimes lightly wooded areas, but usually they'll avoid that. They like low elevations mostly, but the Yellowstone Park bison herd loves high elevations. It hangs out at 8,000 feet.
Yeah.
The European bison actually usually lives in lightly wooded to fully wooded areas, so they want more bushes and shrubs and more trees around.
Makes sense with what we learned.
Mm-hmm. Up in the Carpathian Mountains, there's a herd of zebron. Do you know about zebron?
I do not. Tell me.
Zebron are cattle bison crossbreeds, and there is a large herd of them being maintained in the mountains there in Europe. Zebron are infertile as males, but the females can be crossbred with either parent species to create another generation of zebrons.
Hell yeah. Women are better.
I guess so. Or Annie, are you the sexist one because you've asserted that women are better because of their ability to reproduce, and that is what gives them value?
Ooh.
Much to think about.
I'm just gonna slowly back away from the conversation. Homer Simpson going into the bush.
Yeah. So the hybrid species is actually used in the U.S. as well, but they're called Catallo here.
That's less cool.
It's less good than Zebron. So in Montana, home of the bison, free-ranging bison on public land can be legally shot due to transmission of disease to cattle, which sucks. This is an ongoing battle between the native tribes and the state government.
Which I did read a thing, I believe it was on the National Park website about myths and facts, and it was saying that there actually hasn't been any recorded transmission.
Oh, really? That is interesting.
It's like it could happen, but there's not actually any recorded transmission.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
between bison and cattle.
Right. Yeah, so if you're in Montana and you see a bison that is outside of its zone or outside of a farm or whatever like that, you are allowed to just shoot and kill it right where it is with no repercussions.
That's crazy.
It is pretty crazy. That's their home, dude.
Yeah.
That's their natural habitat.
So grass.
Bison are ruminants, so that means that they're able to ferment cellulose in a special extra stomach during digestion. So they have a small stomach that everything goes through first, and it pulls out the cellulose and it digests it, and then sends the rest of the stuff to the main stomach.
Yes, so they can eat grass.
Yes,
and we cannot.
That is what it adds up to. Yeah, they can eat grass. So they eat a wide variety of plants. They like woody plants, grasses, sedge, and this word I liked a lot: herbaceous eudicots. Did you hear that new album from the herbaceous eudicots? It was really good, actually.
It went along really well with the eco scene.
Yeah, did you see that? Did you see this door coming? The herbaceous eudicots are opening for eco scene. um,
Aren't Udicots like I feel like I knew what that
it's
was
like
at one
true
point.
something because U means true.
It's like how it form anyway, it doesn't
It's
matter.
how it formed with where it is.
You can tell how it is by the way that it
By the
is.
way, you can tell it's like that because of the way it is.
Hmm.
Right. Okay. So they usually bison will look for plants that have the highest protein or energy concentrations. So they're basically like fitness YouTubers in that way.
Oh yeah.
Um, at that time of the year. So this is a really interesting thing. Different types of plants will have the highest protein concentration at different times of the year. And so bison seem to have all internalized and innately understand that schedule. And so they move around to eating different types of plants throughout the year, always eating the thing with the most protein in it.
Yeah. That's crazy how far like instinct goes.
Yeah, no, that's animal instinct is crazy sometimes. So in Yellowstone, bison will browse willows and cottonwoods not only in the winter when a few other plants, in Yellowstone, that
Yeah.
Yellowstone herd of bison
Hmm.
will actually eat whatever at any time of the year. They kind of have more free ranging diets that are like, I'll sample some cottonwood here. Um,
They have a good setup.
they have a good palate. So they kind of optimize their diet basically and concentrate feeding on recently burned areas due to the higher quality veggies that they know that will grow there. So
Right.
they have very few predators. They have only five exactly: humans, gray wolves, cougars, grizzly bears, and coyotes.
Mm-hmm.
So usually a pack of wolves is needed to take down a bison, but not always. I think I saw there was at least one instance of a single wolf like just going fucking batshit crazy and killing a bison.
Just absolutely coked
Yeah,
out
lost
wolf.
it. That was the cocaine wolf.
Yeah.
Um, grizzly bears. This sucks. By the way, I was reading about this. Grizzly bears like to snipe kills on buffalo. So what they'll do is like they'll hide in the bushes while a pack of wolves attacks the buffalo, and then like right when it's about to die, they'll run in and chase the wolves off, and then get like the final blow to get all those good like League of Legends points.
I was just about to say you like get all the
Get it
points.
like final kill. Yeah. Um,
Grizzly bears are
they're rude.
campers.
Yeah, they're campers for sure. So they'll kind of chase them off and then feast on them. Grizzly bears also specifically like they like bison calves only. They try not to go for the big ones, even though they
I guess
could
that makes
easily.
sense.
It's like they know that the younger they are, the more delicious the meat. That's what
Mm,
they say. Don't snip that out of context.
I'm sure that's like probably true because like we eat veal, which is
You eat
baby
veal.
cows. I've never had veal.
Okay, then no,
It
then
makes
we
me
don't eat
sad.
veal. All right, I'm gonna uniformly say we don't eat veal on this podcast.
Okay, we do not eat veal. This is an anti-veal podcast.
That's fine with me. Annie, tell me how act behavior, please.
All right. So they are diurnal, which means that they are
Ooh,
active during the day. They have inter. I love how this is phrased. They have intermittent.
intermittent.
Thank you. Grazing and ruminating throughout the day. So they're just like grazing and ruminating. They're usually a big pack of them that's led by a cow, a female. They move about three
When we say
kilometers.
cow, we just mean a female, not like a
Yes.
cattle. Like has
No.
shown up and like become the queen of this herd.
One cow is leading them into the void.
Day 38, they still don't know I'm not one of them.
No, the female bison is the one that leads the
That's
grazing.
cool.
Yeah, they move about 1.9 miles per day or 3 kilometers.
It's more than I
Uh,
move.
yeah, they can vary according to habitat, presence of biting insects, and water. Several times a day in the summer, they'll engage in what's called wallowing, which I usually do in the wintertime.
Stupid.
It's
That's
basically
good.
just to roll around and they put dirt and dust
Oh,
into their hair.
like when a pig wallows in the mud or
Hmm.
whatever. Yeah.
It
Okay.
just helps protect against the heat and keeps insects off the skin.
Hmm.
Plains bison are non-territorial and nomadic, so they don't really have a set area normally.
Hmm.
They live in small herds, um, and They, as I said, are usually, if they are free ranging, they're seasonally migratory. So they move lower south in the winter, higher up in the summer. And
Mhm.
by up and down, I mean north and south.
Right. They don't float into the air. Heat rises, so the hotter it gets, the more they float up into the air.
Yeah. They're social groups, so they're herds. It's usually groups of females and calves and young males up to 2 or 3 years old, sometimes older males.
Mm.
And at breeding,
Sorry, do you know when roughly do they become like mature, like
I believe it
adults?
is, I believe it's about like 2 or 3.
2 or 3 years. Okay, that makes sense. So,
Um,
yeah.
yeah, breeding age males usually play no role in calf raising, typical, and
Wait, what?
normally
What do
do
you mean
not mix.
typical? What does that mean?
Men leaving their children behind.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think all animals do that.
Most of them, but not all of them. Penguins.
That's true. They
Penguins are
actually
cool.
live as a family unit.
hmm Usually, groups in Montana average about 57 individuals.
Okay.
The dominance in males is linear, so there's the top bulls,
Yeah.
and then the bull with the second most dominant role dominates over. It's almost like a manager and a assistant manager.
Oh, okay. Assistant to the regional manager.
Yes, and they don't usually challenge this order. Um, Dominant bulls have higher cortisol levels, indicating that their social status makes for significant psychological stress.
Ooh.
Fun. And the dominance strongly correlates with age and weight.
Hmm.
hmm
I wonder.
Also, they're not very aggressive
Okay.
normally under
Sorry, I was
certain
gonna ask. Does that
circumstances.
mean that the bulls are depressed?
Uh, kind of. I mean, it's just like they are more stressed out
Okay. Men will literally ruminate for days instead of going to therapy.
instead of raising their children.
Oh man. Okay. I think let's get into the bad stuff, yeah?
Okay, so this is your section, but I'm gonna say something.
Yeah. Are you
I
gonna say
will say,
sorry?
I mean, yes, but
Yeah.
um, like I was like it feels silly to say because obviously we're taught things from in North America we're taught things from a European perspective.
Hmm.
And we are obviously taught about the Native Americans because they were here before us. But
Hmm.
I feel like it's not as like hammered into my brain, at least me personally, because I grew up in upstate New York, so we really more learned about like the Iroquois and stuff like that.
Hmm.
Uh, and so it's just like I was reading into it, and I don't know, I was just upset. It makes me upset.
Yeah. I think it should be a surprise to nobody that we just as a nation, I'm just gonna say we in the sense of the United States of America,
Yes.
destroyed not just the bison but all the people that built their entire cultures around the bison, which were tens of millions of people. Um,
My favorite scene in Prey,
hmm.
the movie, have you
Yeah,
seen
yeah,
it?
yeah. I've seen it
The
a few
Predator
years ago.
movie?
Yeah.
That's like my favorite scene where like she comes, spoilers, I guess, where she comes out of the forest and it's just like dead buffalo everywhere, just like sitting there rotting. And it's like really cool because it's this whole like, oh, did the predator do this? And it's like, no, it
No, it
was the
was
real
French people.
predator all along, French people. Um, anyway, my favorite part of that movie, it was very impactful for me.
That's a good movie.
hmm
Okay, so also wait, hot recommend for Predator Badlands. It was unbelievably good, the new one. Um,
I think I saw
with
it, but I don't remember.
well, it came out like 3 months ago. So
Oh, then I haven't seen it.
okay, yeah, it was Elle Fanning was in it.
Hmm.
It was so good. It's like a super high budget sci-fi movie with a bunch of crazy animals and plants, like
Mm.
monsters and stuff. It's like
I'll have
Avatar
to.
if it was good.
Yeah, when I broke my ankle, my dad and I watched all of the Predator and Alien movies.
Oh yeah.
So
What
now I
was
feel
your?
like him and I have to watch it.
Oh, you should. Yeah, definitely.
hmm
Um,
I really liked Prey,
yeah,
honestly. Part of it is like if you go and read reviews for that movie, hilarious because it's just a bunch of
hilarious.
butthurt
Did you
like
watch the Comanche dub thing of it?
no, but I want to.
I honestly, I was sad because the actors were actually promised they were gonna film every scene in Comanche, and then, like at the last second, Fox or whoever it was like, actually that sounds like a lot of money, so you can just dub over it after we're done.
Ugh, that's
And
annoying.
yeah, so it
Which I
doesn't
feel
really
like we
look that
should
good.
say Prey the movie is a Predator
Prequel,
movie, as in
yeah,
like Predator versus Alien, Alien versus Predator. That's set during like the native. Um,
it's like
it's
before the
set.
colonial times, yeah,
Yes, thank you. Yeah.
or
Anyway,
early colonial times rather. So
it's when
yeah, anyway,
people are coming.
definitely check those out. All right, so let's get into Habitat for Humility. Um, so the bison was a significant resource for all the indigenous people of North America for food and raw materials until it reached near extinction in the late 19th century. For the indigenous peoples of the plains, it was their principal food source. Native Americans highly valued their relationship with the bison and they saw them as sacred, treating them respectfully to ensure their abundance and longevity. So, in the early 1900s, Lakota elder John Fire Lame Deer, which I wish his name wasn't Lame Deer, but
Mm, it holds some sort of significance.
it must. John Fire Lame Deer described that also could be like an alt band though.
Got to get past the name,
Their
Nirav. Come
opening.
on.
He wrote this thing I liked a lot describing the bison as such. So I'm gonna just read his thing here. It's a little long, but I'm gonna play like a crackling fire sound over it. So we're like
Okay.
around the campfire. The buffalo gave us everything we needed. Without it, we were nothing. Our teepees were made of his skin. His hide was our bed, our blanket, our winter coat. It was our drum, throbbing through the night, alive, holy. Out of his skin we made water bags. His flesh strengthened us, became flesh of our flesh. Not the smallest part of it was wasted. His stomach, a red-hot stone dropped into it, became our soup kettle. His horns were our spoons. The bones were our knives. Our women's awls and needles. Out of his sinews we made our bowstrings and thread. His ribs were fashioned into sleds for children. His hoofs became rattles. His mighty skull, with the pipe leaning against it, was our sacred altar. The name of the greatest of all Sioux was Tatanka Iotake, Sitting Bull. When you killed off the buffalo, you also killed the Indian, the real natural wild Indian.
Yeah,
So
that's a very
that
good quote.
it gives you a really good idea of how, I mean, people make this joke about using all of the buffalo, but like
Hmm.
they really did, and it was their like literally not just their diet, but their culture was based around this creature. Like,
Hmm.
um,
Yeah, I'll definitely get into it a little bit
yeah.
more later.
So the Europeans were obviously a huge part of killing off the bison. At the beginning of the century, tens of millions of bison roamed North America. And so then, sorry, when I say that, the beginning of like the 17th century, um, there were tens of millions of them. The colonists slaughtered an estimated 50 million bison during the 19th century.
It's crazy.
Uh, Railroads advertised hunting by rail as a sport, where men would ride the rails and shoot bison they passed by for points, leaving them to rot and die. That one made me stop and go leave the room.
Yeah, I just like, oh, it makes me angry.
This was part of a concerted effort by the U.S. government. This should be known. This was not an accident. They knew that if they killed off the bison population, the Native Americans would soon follow. It was
Hmm.
part of a formulated genocide of the natives by the U.S. government, which took place over hundreds of years. So, it was not done out of ignorance like a lot of other things were. Like,
Mm-mm.
this was a concerted effort to wipe these people out. The low point was in 1889, and there were barely 1,000 bison left alive in North America.
Which is insane. They used to
Yeah,
be everywhere.
yeah,
Everywhere. There were
everywhere.
giant herds of them
You could you
everywhere.
couldn't you couldn't take a shit without it landing on a bison.
Basically.
So the in 1910, repopulation and conservation efforts began, and thankfully they have been a huge success. The American
Yay.
bison is back, baby, to about 150,000 individuals, and they are no longer classified as endangered. They are on an
Good.
upward swing right now too.
Yay.
So it is good to note that these animals are mostly hybrids with domestic cattle. There are only two herds of pure American bison in the world left. One is in Yellowstone National Park, and the other is in Elk Island National Park up in Canada.
Have you ever been to Yellowstone?
I have. We actually went, oh my god, it was a long time ago, but I went like maybe 15 years ago. It was
Hmm.
really cool.
I've always wanted to go. I think the entire time I'd be there, I would just be crying.
Yeah. I will say, like, I've been to a lot of places in America. I think the most beautiful and impressive place I've been is Glacier National Park in Montana.
Hmm.
I highly recommend it. Like, I went there for a week with my family, and it was like just the most like transformative week of my life. Just like being out there, 100%
Hmm.
good.
It's
And guess what?
ridiculous.
There's only about 12 glaciers left. There were 300 when the park opened. So they will actually be gone by
Uh,
2032, I think. So get out there soon.
it should be like instead of saying go touch grass, it should be like go touch a glacier.
Touch a glacier.
Like
That adds a
go
sense of
appreciate
urgency.
them. Yeah, go touch a glacier, please.
So as of July
Actually,
20,
touch a
oops, sorry.
glacier because you probably are
No,
helping melt
yeah,
it.
you're
Go
melting it.
look at a
The
glacier.
oils on your hand will make it so the mother glacier won't come home. As of July 2015, an estimated 4,900 bison were living in Yellowstone National Park. So that's the largest U.S. bison population on public land. The majority of them are raised for human consumption or for fur clothing. In America, the commercial industry for bison has been very slow to develop despite individuals such as Atlanta's own Ted Turner, who have been
Yay.
long marketed bison meat. In the 1990s, Ted Turner, in like late 80s and early 90s, so Ted Turner, who you may know as the creator of CNN, Cartoon Network, many other things, over
It's like
here.
Timmy
And
Turner, but
like
not.
Tim, I guess they do share the same last name.
They're
Um,
related.
they're related. If you're from Atlanta, you definitely know about this guy, but he is kind of, you know how most major cities are like, you like find out, you're like, oh, like most of the money that went into building the city was one billionaire.
Hmm.
That was our guy for Atlanta.
Atlanta
But
was like Coca-Cola and Bison.
Coca-Cola, Bison Central.
Hmm.
And so we like, or rather, Ted Turner actually was pushing this whole thing about like, oh, you want the unclean, gross cow beef? Ugh, you're
Ew.
disgusting. You must be a
Ew.
poor. Why not? Why not dine with us on the beautiful meat of the bison?
The
Um,
buffalo.
the Bubalina. Come taste of the Bubalina. Stupid. I'm gonna write that down. That's the name of the episode.
That's stupid. I'm gonna write that down. That's like your entire. I think you should put that on a shirt,
That's
or
my
that should
whole
go on your
thing.
gravestone. Yeah.
That's stupid. I'm gonna write that down. That is how I would say 90% of my projects happen. Um,
100%.
so anyway, he did find limited success with marketing bison meat. However, it didn't really take off the way he wanted. Where he was like, in 10 years, people will look back at eating beef as something a savage would do.
Mhm.
um,
Mhm.
however, there is a here's the problem is that like people really couldn't like tell the difference between like high quality bison meat and high quality beef, and the bison meat
Mm.
was a lot more expensive, so it just kind of like never took off.
Interesting.
um
I guess they are
However,
pretty common or pretty close.
they're really close. Yeah, they taste
Yeah.
apparently very similar. So you can actually find bison meat in a lot of places. It's less common in America than it is over in Europe. The European bison is actually used for meat a little more often over there.
Mhm.
But it's still kind of an odd meat. It's not something you're going to find everywhere. Um, so one other thing is that a lot of pet food companies actually use bison as their red meat alternative in dog food because low-grade bison meat is actually healthier for the dogs than low-grade cow meat.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so
So your
there's
your dog may have eaten bison, but
she
you
has
have not.
actually. I know that because like Lindsay definitely gets the like I think it's called Blue Buffalo brand.
Well, buffalo,
Yeah, there you go.
blue buffalo. We said it.
Hmm. All right, now let's talk about the lore. Talk about bison lore, Annie.
All right. This is how I feel. I feel like I have to like come up and like slam my hands on the table and be
Okay.
like, "All right."
Objection.
Yeah. So it is, kind of what Nirav said in the last section. So they are deeply, deeply connected with Native American history and culture, and also with the animals that make up North America. In the Lakota language, I looked up how to pronounce this, and I hope that this is right, but it was
About
basically
to
like
get fucking
Katonka,
canceled.
Katonka, but it was more throaty.
Okay, Khatonka.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Okay.
It's and all of the next stuff, I mostly looked into the Lakota and their relationship with the buffalo. Um, the buffalo is a symbol of self-sacrifice. It gives until there is nothing left. This was imitated by the people in their lives. To be generous and give what you have to others in need or to honor them is one of the most highly respected ways of behaving. So it was really like the Native American culture and the buffalo were like one and the same, basically. They both
Yeah,
have been
yeah.
here forever. They came here together.
Inextricable, even.
Yes. Um, so the American bison relate to the Native Americans in many ways, not only through spiritual connection, but also through their attempted eradication in history, as you have mentioned. Buffalo facing near extinction closely mirrors what happened to the Native Americans. Once upon a time, the American bison roamed the Great Plains in large herds, and it believes that there were tens of millions at one point, and then they are now only on small reservations,
Mm-hmm.
which is similar to how the Native Americans are at this time. Um, in the 1850s, the Great Plains were inhabited by numerous tribes, such as and I'm sorry if I mispronounce this, Cheyenne,
I think Cheyenne.
Cheyenne, Arab,
Arapaho.
Lakota, Blackfeet.
I don't know that one. Arikara, maybe?
Yeah,
I know
Ponca and
Ponca
Cree.
and Cree. I've heard of those. Ponca, yeah.
The tribes were thriving, and there were plenty of both buffalo, but soon gold was discovered in the west, so white settlers began to flood the plains. Western expansion meant that buffalo and indigenous peoples could no longer roam freely. Along with the expansion came the Transcontinental Railroad, which drove out buffalo and Native Americans. And as you said earlier, it was on purpose. It was believed that if they could eradicate the buffalo, then the Native Americans would soon follow suit or give up.
Yikes.
By by 1884, there were no more buffalo in the Black Hills, which is a sacred place for the Lakota people.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it was very upsetting for them because they see the Black Hills of the birthplace. They see the Black Hills as the birthplace of humans and buffalo. So there's a place in the Black Hills called the Wind Cave. They believe that's where the first people came
I
into
feel
the
like I've
world.
actually heard of this in like a story before, the Wind Cave.
Probably. It's considered the site of emergence. It's considered to be the birthplace of both the Bison and the Lakota people. So basically, the Bison have been wiped out of where they came into this world.
Mm-hmm.
They believe that there was something called or it is called the Buffalo Gap. It's what they were said they was carved by the hooves of bison, and it serves as both a physical and spiritual entry into the Black Hills. So it is an actual physical landmark
Okay.
that you can see. And this was just something that I wanted to put in here. Not really quite about Buffalo, but just that the Mount Rushmore
Oh
um,
God, can we
is
do an episode on how bad Mount Rushmore is?
is in the Black Hills,
Mm-hmm.
and it used to be the structure, the mountain that it is on, used to be called the Six Grandfathers. By Lakota medicine was named by Lakota medicine man Nicholas Black Elk after a vision. He stated the vision was of the six sacred directions: west, east, north, south, above, and below. The directions were said to represent kindness and love, full of years and wisdom, like human grandfathers. And then we
So
decided.
this is the thing that we okay. Look, just a short thing. Mount Rushmore is a sacred mountain to the Lakota people. They were pushed out of that area, and the knowing that this mountain was sacred to them in that it was supposed to be the vision of their forefathers essentially.
Mm-hmm.
We literally demolished the mountain to show the faces of our like founding fathers, like of our
Mm-hmm.
country.
And we
And
took it illegally from them. Like we were
yes,
under a like
a contract.
contract
Yeah, there's a
that
treaty with
saying that
them that we
yeah
broke to
that
take it.
that they get that land
And then
and we took
we
it.
actually, during the demolition and all that stuff, a lot of rubble actually like was just discarded around the mountain and also destroyed the ecosystem there. It killed off thousands of animals, made the land uninhabitable. So Mount Rushmore is like
Yippee.
literally like the monument to the American genocide of the natives.
Yeah. Have you seen
So
Mount Rushmore?
I have been there actually.
I have not.
It's not good. It's really
Yeah,
small, and you don't get to get close to it at all.
that's unfortunate. It'd be
Yeah.
really interesting to like go there, but try to like I know that there are like native guides and stuff
Yeah,
that
I mean,
do.
it's at some point it's like, well, like boycotting this attraction isn't going to fix anything, but you can
Well, I
also
think
like spend your.
it's an important part of American
It
history.
is,
You know what
yeah.
I
No,
mean?
it's good to
Like
know that stuff.
the good and the bad. You know,
Yeah,
like for example in Charleston, like I went to slave trading house basically
yeah.
is for like during our history and we like were talking about it and it was all the things and it was just like crazy. But obviously we
One,
need to live with the fact that we did horrible things.
yeah. The Market Street in Charleston, like that is actually like repurposed from that time. Um,
Mhm.
there was a fun thing we used to say, and I don't know if this ever happened to you, which is that like you are not a native of Charleston until a tourist asks you where the slave market is,
Yay.
which did happen to me. Some people actually were like, "Do you know where the slave market is?" I'm like, "We don't
Yeah.
have that anymore."
Yeah, no. So, well, actually, Market Street wasn't the slave market. It was
Oh,
just the
right.
normal market. But Charleston was the like
Yeah,
number
yeah. Sorry,
one,
that. Yeah,
yeah,
not
places.
a good place. Um,
Anyway,
in it. Yeah,
so
go on.
in an attempt to remove indigenous people from their culture, hunting buffalo became a sport for Western settlers. As you said, they would shoot them from the trains. Buffalo were referred to as quote unquote golden goose. Dignitaries would have come from around the world to attend buffalo hunts. Settlers sold buffalo hides for
Literally
$3.50.
tree fitty.
Yeah,
Literally.
but only the hides. The meat was too costly to transport and sell, so the carcasses were left to rot. Hundreds of thousands of buffalo carcasses littered the plains. A buffalo hunter, Frank H. Meyer, wrote of the decimation. A couple of years before, it was nothing to see 5,000, 10,000 buff in a day's ride. Now, if I saw 50, I was lucky. All they saw Presently all I saw was rotting red carcasses or bleached white bones. We had killed the golden goose.
Jeez, dude.
Which I saw a picture of a guy like standing on a bunch of bison skulls,
Mm.
and it's literally like story high, like story of a building. It's
Wow.
crazy.
So yeah, animal fun facts. Woo!
So yes, I think it's very important to know the horrible history of this country, and it's important to like put that word out there and not
I've
just
never done anything wrong in my
whitewash.
life.
Yeah, never. Um, I feel like yeah, I'm much more European than you are, so.
That's true. I cannot deny this. Um, do you actually? I do have a fun fact I wanted to share,
Yeah.
um, which is that uh, our friend Appa from Avatar: The Last Airbender, a flying bison, is actually a fusion of three things, as per the creators. So it is. So Appa is a fusion of the American bison along with
Hmm.
the cat bus from My Neighbor Totoro, and
Oh,
a manatee, your favorite one.
oh my God, that's like that's like two of my favorite things.
Yeah,
Cat bus and a
manatee.
manatee.
And you famously hate
Oh.
bison, so that's two out of
Yeah,
three
I hate
still.
them. They are pretty cool, but definitely not one of my favorite things. But
Mm,
manatees are my favorite.
Yes.
His little tail.
Yeah, that's it. And then I think we should also talk about the buffalo sentence, which can you explain that to me?
Yes.
Buffalo. So
So
yeah, go
it's
ahead.
buffalo said 5 times,
I
I
think it's
believe.
7. I think it's 7,
Okay.
dude. So
Let
if
me
anyone doesn't
make.
know
Let me
about
like.
this,
Yeah. Go ahead.
there's a there's like a fun thing. Maybe it's 5 times or 8. It's
One,
8
two,
times. It
three, four,
says
five,
it's a
six, seven,
grammatical.
eight.
It's
Okay.
a
Yes.
grammatically correct sentence in English. It's buffalo, 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 buffalo. Is technically a grammatically correct sentence in English, presented of how homonyms and homophones can be used to create complicated linguistic constructs. So this was, I think, in 1967. Dmitry Borgman brought this to us. So thank you, Dmitry.
Yeah. So it's basically 3 types of buffalo: buffalo the place, buffalo the animal, and buffalo as in to like push around.
Mm.
So buffalo, buffalo. So buffalo from buffalo, mess around with buffalo from buffalo.
Here's a
Is
sentence
that the whole
actually. Okay,
thing?
here's it
Yeah, yeah, go
translated.
for it.
Buffalonian bison, whom other Buffalonian bison bully, also bully Buffalonian bison.
Yes.
That
Buffalo,
I understand that a
buffalo,
little better.
buffalo, 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 buffalo. I
That
think that was it.
we've ruined it. It's not a real word anymore.
Buffalo.
So that's a real
All right.
sentence. So tell that to your English teacher. They
I
know.
hope they would know about
They
that.
know. Um,
Um, I
yeah.
also, they are also, not only are they really big, but they're actually really fast. They can run up to 35 miles an hour. And they're
Oh,
extremely
nice.
agile. They can spin around quickly, jump high, and they're strong swimmers.
Those are all also descriptions of Mario.
Yes.
um,
You can judge a bison's mood by its tail. If it hangs down and swishes naturally, the bison is calm. If it's standing straight up, watch out. It may
yeah.
be ready to charge.
If it sees the Bubalina, it becomes erect.
Yes. Um, their calves are sometimes called red dogs because they are red in color, which is cute.
Oh, interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah. And also they can live to be up to 20 years old, and they are
Okay.
very well adapted for where they live, and they are nearsighted.
Wow, he's just like me for real.
Yeah, we should give all the buffalo little glasses.
Oh, we should. Um,
Yes.
okay, so yeah, I guess thanks for sticking with us and learning all about the buffalo and slash the American bison, whatever your real name is.
Hmm.
Um, the buffalo has been lying about its name. How can we trust anything it says?
Buffalo, 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 buffalo.
Yeah.
That's how I'm just gonna
Um,
start talking to you.
yeah.
Buffalo, buffalo, buffalo.
um, yeah. So thank you guys for listening. We'll be back. Should we try? Okay, actually, no. I think we have one of my friends wanted to be a guest and talk about a specific animal.
Hmm.
Which I don't know if will be our next one, but she wanted to talk about the. I think it's called the Quetzalcoatl or whatever it's called.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
That cool weird bird from the
Quetzalcoatl.
Amazon. Quetzalcoatl, yeah.
I think so.
Which would be fun. But I think I was also having a discussion with my friend Patrick, who we were finishing that Court of Bros and Broses podcast, and we
Hmm.
thought it might be fun to do a little thing on our off weeks, like a little 20-minute thing about animal news,
Hmm.
which might be fun. So me and him might do that. So it just like appears in the feed on our off weeks or something.
Hmm.
Or we just like find an animal news story. I'm telling this to you for the first time right now on the air
Yeah,
to gauge
that's
your
cool.
honest reaction.
Yeah, it sounds fun. Do you want to explain your other podcast is?
I kind of do, but I also don't because the final episode of it is happening like next week.
Oh shoot. Well,
So
sorry.
it's okay. We actually
Too
kind of
late.
the thing. Yeah, we kind of just ran out of steam on it and weren't having fun with it anymore, and so we were like, let's like finish the rest of the book and then like do a big like finale discussion at least and like finish it out. But it
Yeah,
was
you don't want to stretch something out past its prime.
yeah, like if we're not having fun, nobody's gonna have fun listening, you know. So
100%.
yeah. But yeah, that was a Court of Bros and Broses. I also have another show called video game movie hell where my friends Jess and Felicia and I are watching every video game movie ever made in chronological order. We are like 40
Wild.
movies deep now, and it's been 3 years. Please come find us.
Crazy.
Come find us and save us.
Please come find us. We're buried in movies.
Yeah, you can check that on YouTube. Yeah, so I think you have no idea how many like horrible movies I've seen. Like you don't even know. Like they're so bad, dude.
At least 40.
Well, like we're only up to like 2009 right now. We've seen like 40
Wow.
of these fucking things. Okay, so yeah, that's about it for me right now. Annie, do you have any other projects you want to shout out?
I'm having a really good time brushing my cat.
Sorry,
Mhm.
brushing your cat?
Brushing my cat. Sorry.
Okay.
Words are hard.
It's
I
not
haven't
a
actually eaten
it's not
dinner
a
yet.
euphemism for anything, is it?
No, oh God. Jesus
Okay, I
Christ.
just want to make sure we got to keep this G-rated.
Oh yeah. No, sorry, I have a headache. I haven't actually eaten anything.
Oh my god. All right,
So,
it's 9 o'clock, so we're gonna let you go.
didn't you
Um,
have a new ending that you wanted to do?
yes. So thank you for listening to Animal Genius World, and remember, I'm an animal.
And you are too.
Okay, we did it. Yay.
Yay.
I think that felt good. I was thinking
Yeah.
maybe more of the cadence of like, and you are too.
Okay.
You know?
Well, we'll do
try
that
it
next time.
next time. Let me cut this last part out so it sounds like we weren't like fighting about what to do.